नमस्सर्वेभ्यः। अद्य तिङन्तप्रक्रियायां 17 पाठः। फेब्रुवरी मासस्य 8 दिनाङ्कः। येन अक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। प्रक्रियानिर्माणम् अधीयमानमस्ति। क्षम्यतां, प्रत्ययनिर्माणम् अधीयमानमस्ति। तत्र लट्लकारे परस्मैपदप्रत्ययाः। तत्र विशिष्य झि प्रत्यये झोन्तः इत्यनेन झकारस्य अन्तादेशः भवति। तस्थस्वस्मस् इति चतुर्षु अन्ते विद्यमानस्य सकारस्य ससजुषोरुः इत्यनेन ऋत्वं खर्वसानयोर्विसर्जनीयः इत्यनेन विसर्गः। एतत्तु स्मर्तव्यं, ऋत्वं विसर्गः तु अन्ते एव भवति, त्रिपादीकार्यं। किञ्च प्रकृतेः योजनेनैव एतत् पदं सम्पद्यते। केवलस्य प्रत्ययस्य ऋत्वं विसर्गः इति न भवति। Okay, so the karya here is only indicative that it will happen at the end. It does not mean it will happen right away or with just the pratyaya. Always the pratyaya nirmana part will depend purely on the anga. There should be an anga. We assume that the ready anga, whichever, say patha, is already there, and then we are telling this. So it does not mean that if you just have thus, we will not have rutva or visarga, because rutva or visarga depends on the pada. Padante sakarasya rutvam rephasya visargah. So these karyas will happen at the end, but I am just mentioning it because it will happen anyway. Kathanchit bhavatyeva ataha atra uchyate, but ideally it should come at the end only. Once you have added everything, so you have a pada, and finally you convert it into rutva visarga. So ti, si, mi, tha ityatra kimapi karyam na bhavati. So you have ti, taha. Once the sakara becomes visarga, taha. Anti, chakarasya antadeshe anti. Ti, taha, anti. Si, thaha, tha. Mi, vaha, maha. Iti parasmaipada pratyayaha. Atmanepadeshu थासस्से, थास् इत्यस्य स्थाने पूर्णतः से इति आदेशः। अन्यत्र सर्वत्र टित आत्मनेपदानां टेरे इत्यनेन टी संज्ञकस्य एत्वं भवति। अचोन्त्यादि टी, the last vowel plus any consonants which follow is called T. The T is replaced by A in all pratyayas. Okay. Kincha झकारस्य झोन्तः इत्यनेन अन्तादेशः अत्रापि भवति। आताम् आथाम् इति प्रत्ययद्वये आकारस्य आतोङितः इत्यनेन इयादेशः। अदन्तादङ्गात् परस्य ङित्सम्बन्धिनः आकारस्य इय इति आदेशः। तत्र यकारस्य लोपोव्योर्वलि इत्यनेन लोपः। सो अत्र आ इत्यस्य स्थाने इताम्, आथाम् इत्यस्य स्थाने इथाम् इति भवति। So the final forms te, akarasya yetve, te, ite, itam iti sthite, am ityasya ti samnya, tasya ekare ite, te, ite, ante, jhontah ityanena antadeshaha, anta, akarasya etve, ante, te, ite, ante, se, thasasse iti se adeshaha, se, ithe, dhve, अम् इत्यस्य ति संज्ञा तस्य यत्वे द्वे, से इथे द्वे, ए इकारस्य एकारः, वहे महे, त्रिषु अपि इकारस्य एकारः। ए वहे महे इति प्रत्ययाः सिद्ध्यन्ति। So we will now look at the exercise. We actually have two exercises. The one before the week we couldn't complete last week, so maybe we can complete that before we move on to last week's exercise. Any volunteers who managed to do? Yeah, before that, Rao Mahodaya, प्रश्नः वा? Okay. You have a question? Rao Mahodaya?
No, I don't have a question.
I saw your hand raised, so. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So now we have to start from 6, right? Tubhrashra ityatah. Aniyam. Amritavalli?
मूलधातुः डुबाश्रु दीप्तौ वादिः आत्मनेपदी सेट् ब्राश् उपदेशे अजनुनासिकेत् आदिर्निटुडवः तस्य लोपः प्राकृतिकानि कार्याणि किमपि नास्ति लकारः ब्राश् लोट् लोट् च ब्राश् उपदेश अजनुनासिकेत् अलन्त्यं तस्य लोपः अराहमः नास्ति लस्य तिपादयः ब्राश् इट् इत्तज्जि इति सूत्रेण विकरणः ब्राश् शप् इट् कर्तरि शप्
इट् इति कृते झटिति तस्य टकारस्य इत्संज्ञा भवति. So you can do that.
कर्तरि शप् लशक्वतद्धिते तस्य लोपः विकरणनिमित्तम् अङ्गकार्यं ब्राश् श्यन् ई भवति वा इट् वा?
न, एतदेव विकरणमेव द्वेधा. श्यन् शप् इति विकरणम् इत्यत्रैव द्वेधा.
वा ब्राश् ब्लाश भ्रमु क्रमु क्लमु त्रसि त्रुटि लशः इति सूत्रेण श्यन् भवति. ब्राश् य इट् प्रत्ययनिर्माणं ब्राश ये तितः आत्मनेपदानां तेरे इति ये भवति कारस्य अलन्त्यं तस्य लोपः अतः ब्राश्य ये अनन्तरं प्रत्ययनिमित्त अङ्गकार्यं न भवति. सन्धिकार्ये ब्राशै वृद्धिरेचि अथवा ब्राश्यै.
सत्यं रूपं तु भ्राश्य इत्येव, किन्तु तत्र लोट्लकारे प्रत्ययनिर्माणे इतोपि एकं कार्यमस्ति. एत ऐ इत्यनेन पुनः आडागमोऽपि भवति. अतः इदानीं प्रत्ययनिर्माणे ऐ इति प्रत्ययः. भ्राश ऐ अथवा भ्राश्य ऐ तत् सर्वम् इतोपि न अधीतम्. अग्रिमवर्गे तदपि ज्ञायते. सो भ्राश ऐ अथवा भ्राश्य ऐ इति प्रत्ययः. ऐ इति प्रत्ययः. अन्यत् सर्वं सम्यक् भवत्या उक्तं. क्रमः अपि सम्यक् तदपि. सो
धन्यवादः.
तत्र विशिष्टमस्ति भ्राश इत्यस्य विकल्पेन श्यन् विकरणः भवति. वा भ्राश भ्राश भ्रमु क्रमु त्रसि त्रुटि लशः इति. अतः रूपद्वयं भ्राश ऐ इति एकं भ्राश्य ऐ इति. सो भ्राशै भ्राश्यै इति रूपद्वयं सिद्ध्यति. अग्रिमम् अनन्तकृष्ण महोदय.
नमस्ते. दान विधिलिङ्ग जी अर्थः खण्डने इति भवति. प्रथमं तु उपदेश अजनुनासिकेन सूत्रेण दान. अनन्तरं मान बध दान शान्श्यो दीर्घाष्टाभ्यासस्य इत्यनेन सूत्रेण सन् प्रत्ययस्य योजनं दान तन्. अनन्तरं उपदेशे अजनुनासिक इत्यनेन सूत्रेण सन् अत्र नकारस्य लोपः भवति. दान स. अनन्तरं सन्यङोः इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दान्स् दान्स् अ इति भवति. हलादिः शेषः इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दा दान्स इति. ह्रस्वः इत्यनेन सूत्रेण ददांस
Mm.
संयतः इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दिदांस
Mm.
पुनः मान् बादधान् शान्यभ्यो दीर्घाभ्यासस्य इति अभ्यासस्य दीर्घः भवति दीदांस इति नश्च पदान्तस्य जलि इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दीदा अनुस्वारः स दीदांस अनन्तरं सनाद्यन्त धातवः इति दीदांस धातवः धातुः दीदांस इति अनन्तरं विधिनिमन्त्रणामन्त्रण अधीष्ट सम्प्रश्न प्रार्थनेषु लिङ् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण दीदांस लिङ् हलन्त्यम् उपदेशे जनुनासिक इत्यनेन सूत्रेण तत्र इकारस्य लोपः नकारस्य लोपः दीदांस लु लस्य तिबादयः दीदांस झि तिंशित् सार्वधातुकं कर्तरि शप् इत्यनेन सूत्रेण शपादयः शप् आगच्छति दीदांस शप् झि लशगु तद्धिते हलन्त्यम् इत्यनयोः सूत्रयोः प्रभावेन दीदांस अ झि अनन्तरं झि इत्यस्य सिद्धप्रत्ययस्य योजनं भवति दीदांस अन्ति अथो गुणे इति दीदांस इति
भवतु विधिलिङ्लकारे अन्ति इति न भवति
अन्ति न विधिलिङ्लकारे
इयुः इयुः इताम् इयुः
इयुः इति भवति क्षम्यताम् दीदांस इयुः इति भवति इयुः भवति चेत् दीदांसेयुः इति भवति वा
आद्गुणः इत्यनेन गुणः
तत्र मम प्रश्नः अस्ति प्रथमं दीदांस अ इयुः इति भवति किल तत्र प्रथमं अनिमित्तम् अथो गुणे इति दीदांस इति रूपं भवति वा अनन्तरम् इयुः तस्य योजनं वा
अस्माकम् एतत् अत्र तु विशिष्य भेदः न भवति इत्युक्ते आदौ क्रियते अथवा अनन्तरं किन्तु प्रायेण वारणादाङ्गं बलीयः इत्यनेन आदौ अङ्गकार्यं क्रियते ततः अन्यानि कार्याणि क्रियन्ते अतः सन्धिकार्ये आदौ अतो गुणे इति कृत्वा पुनः आद्गुणः इत्यनेन
भूत्वा
दीदांसेयुः इति कर्तुं शक्यते for clarity you can just separate the sandhikarya and take it later it doesn't matter here so
धन्यवादः
दीदांसेयुः सम्यक् उक्तम् so the form is didamseyuh so he gave all the sutras for the san prakriya also you can for at this stage you can skip them you can say dan sa and then directly go to didamsa because we have not yet studied the sanyangohu or the abhyasa related karyas. So if you know it, I had given one sample prakriya. If you can do it similarly, fine. Otherwise, no problem. So the thing is dan san. So the sannanta dhatu is didamsa. You can start from there. So didamsa jhi linglakare jhi ityasya iyuhu. So there is shap didamsa shap iyuhu. So didamsa a ityatra ato gune iti bhavati punaha adgunaha ityanena sandhihi didamseyuh iti rupam. Okay, next Himanshu Mahodaya.
Okay, thanks. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Pana. So Pan is first Pan plus I. So from Gupu Dhup Vichi Pani Panibhya Ayah.
Right.
So this is, and then it is for Lang Lakar. Lang Lakar, let me go like Lang Lakar. Okay, just a minute. What? No, I got it wrong here. Okay, it's lung lakar. So a comes in front, and then okay, it is lung linkshu at uddatah. So a comes a panay plus
Pranaya.
shap panaya plus shap vikara plus an. So shap a remains because of halantyam and lashakva tadhite tasya lopah. So the final form is apanayan.
This is jha, not this. So the pratyaya is anta because it's atmanepada. Ta atam anta apanayanta.
Oh yes. So it's anuddat, so it is atmanepadi. Sorry.
Yeah. So apanaya anta. So we do atogune apanayanta.
But I think Pushpa Dikshit book it is parasmaipadi. Let me just check.
Is it? Or panayati? The aya is panayati. The dhatu is...
Yeah, panayati, yeah.
Okay, so you will not have the atmanepada for this, but there is a plain dhatu also. The aya for pana dhatu comes only for... I forgot. That was the reason why I gave the jha. The aya for pana dhatu comes only in the stutyartha. Pana and pana. Ubhayohu stutyarthatve eva aya. So there is also a form where it does not get the aya. If it means vyavaharartha, there is no aya. And in that case, it is an atmanepadi because of anudatte.
Okay.
So here, So there
it did confuse me that why it is parasmaipadi in Pushpa Dikshit's book, because it's anuddat, right?
Yes.
Oh.
No, but once you add aya, the anudatte it goes. So the aya, the panaya dhatu is parasmaipadi. But only the pana dhatu is an atmanepadi. So here you will not have aya. I mean, for the aya, what you did was correct. Apanayan is the form for aya pratyayanta. For just the dhatu, it will be pana, apana, and anta. So apananta is the form.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So next. Nitish Chandra.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Kamu within that. Kamu upadeshe arjunana askait ikanena kam bhavati. Prakriya-Karyani kamerni ikanena kam meaning halanti ikanena nakarah nakarasya lopa bhavati. Achonyeti atha upadayah iti sutrena kam ni
I nakarasyapi chutu ityanena itsamya lopaha.
Kam I kami. 1 minute.
Yes.
Lakkarmani sabhave sakarmitevyah and giving mantrana kami plus ling Kattarishap ikanena kami plus a plus ling Anantram Sarvadhatukatmadika pare ikanena kame plus a plus ling. It becomes kamaya plus ling.
But you have to do the tip before you do the shap.
Oh, yes. It's before the Sarvadhatukatmadika. Okay. Kami plus ling becomes has. Kami plus has. It kami plus a plus has. Kattarishap. By Sarvadhatukatmadika pare kame plus a plus shap Kame plus a plus thas. Kameya plus thas. Yesho avayava. Yesho yavayava. So pratyaya nirmana is kame plus kameya plus ithah. Adgunah इत्यनेन कामयेथाः.
Ha. Okay. Good. So kam dhatu prakritika karyam ning pratyayah kamer ning. So ning ityatra ning ityasmin pare acho ata upadhayah ityanena upadha vruddhihi kami iti sannantah dhatuः sanadyanta dhatavah ityanena kami l lakarasya thas kami thas shap kami a thas shapam nimittikritya इकारस्य गुणः सार्वधातुक अर्धधातुकयोः इत्यनेन कामे अथास् एचो यवायावः इत्यनेन अयादेशे कामय थास् थासः स्थाने ईथाः इति प्रत्ययः कामय ईथाः आद्गुणः इत्यनेन गुणे कामयेथाः इति रूपम्. So next महादेवन् जभी
लट् ध्वम् जभी गात्रमिनामे आत्मनेपदी धातुः से जभी लीदन्तधातुः उपदेशे इदनुनासिके इत्यनेन जभु इति भवति. इदितो धातोः सूत्रेण ज न भु इति भवति.
अत्र इदितो निम् धातोः इति न भवति. यतोहि इदित् न दीर्घः ईकारः.
जभु एव जभी उपदेशे यजमानासिके इत्यनेन जभु इकारान्तः नास्ति जभु एव
जभ
जभ लट् जभु लट् युक्तं गकारस्य युक्तं जभु लु भवति. विक्रमप्रत्ययः शप् जभु शप् लु शप् गकारस्य युक्तं शि also equal. Jabhu a lu. Jabhu a dham. Siddha pratyayah dhve. Laklakarasya. Jabhu a dhve. Jabhadhve.
No, when you have shap atra radhi jabho rachi ityanena numagamah atra bhavati. So the form is correct what you got, the jambhadve, but the numagama is not because of iditonum dhatohu. It is radhi jabho rachi ityanena ajadau pratyaye pare shapi pare numagamah janbh tasya anuswarah parasavarnah jambh jambhadve iti rupam sadhu किन्तु नुमागमः इदित्वात् न भवति विशिष्य radhi jabho rachi इति उक्तत्वात् शपं कृत्वा ततः नुमागमः. Okay, so the jabhi jabh ityasti jabh a dhvam tatra numagame krite janbh a dhvam नश्चापदान्तस्य झलि अनुस्वारस्य इ परसवर्णः जम्भ ध्वम् टितात्मने पदानां टेरे इत्यनेन टेः एत्वे जम्भध्वे इति भवति. Okay, so there are a couple of questions here. There was one question asking me to explain the sanyangoho and haladisheshah. So we will do that when we come to the Sannantas. I mean, it's totally out of place here because we are not going to use it for any other dhatus. So we will do that later. Also question how to get a dhatu root like vadi from vand, say vande. How do you know that the root is vand or vadi? Well, you should know because I mean you know iditonum dhatuhu. You should be able to guess wherever there is an akara in the upadha. You should try both. I mean if it's an unfamiliar dhatu, say vadi you might know, but if there is some dhatu which you don't know, so first try it in the nakara with the nakara. If you don't find it, you should remove the nakara and try it. That is how I mean. That is why we are studying this. You should also be able to go backwards. Okay. So that is one way. So there are some indexes which give after the numagama. Say they give vand also. But the best way is to know it. That if there is a nakara in the upadha of a dhatu, there is a possibility that it has arisen from the numagama. Possibility, it is not always. So it's a possibility. If there is month, you will find it directly as month. But if it is say kamp, you will not find it directly. So it's not just nakara. Any panchamakshara in the upadha, just remove it and look for kapi. I mean, if it's a numagama, it will be kapi and you will find it. So you should do that for all the prakritika karyas. Say no naha. If you don't find it in the list with nakara, you have to go to the nakaras. If you don't find it in the sakaras, you have to go to the shakaras. And similarly, if you don't find it, say kurd. If you don't find kurd, you should look at kurd. So that is why the study will help rather than blind guessing of a dhatu. So you should know the karyas which can transform a dhatu to these. Okay. Okay. So there's one more question. In the dhatu patha, I could not find gamlu. Is it? I'll see. Okay. So kamaye shaha. The form is not kamayesha. Kamaye thaha. Because it is thas. The thing is ithaha is the pratyaya. Kamaye thaha. Okay. So let us see the we it should be here 967 68. It's not. No, gamlu comes somewhere earlier itself. Yeah, it should be there earlier. Gamlu comes much before. She gives that. So gamlu is here. So 191 in her room. Yes. Okay, so the next exercise. Did you find time to do it? So, how many people are ready with this exercise? It was not as elaborate as the last one probably, but I don't know. I mean, okay. So can we do this quickly? You don't need to tell the it samnya and all. We'll skip the it samnyas for now. I mean, assuming that we all are familiar with the it samnya. So if you can just quickly tell me what is the prakriya for these words, the words which are in latlakara, okay, and what we have done. So Ravichandranji, can you start with Vande?
Okay. Okay. Vande. So Vande is abhivadana styoho lat uttama purusha ekavachana. Vadi iduto num. So you get Vande. I'm skipping all the thing for Acharya Nasika. You said we can skip that.
Yes, yes.
And so Vand lat vartamane lat. Vand il. Then it becomes Vand e. Because of tip this J. Then become Vand shap e. Then Vand a e. Then Vand a. Then a. With atit atmane padanam te. Then become Vanda a. Then atogune Vande.
Yes. So Vande ityatra. That is one is the iditonum dhatohu, the numagama, and then Vand a and e. The e becomes a. The pratyaya nirmana is tita atmane padanam tere. Vand a. So it becomes by atogune we get Vande. Okay. Thank you. Next, others. Meenakshi.
Alambe. Alambe, Jagadalambam. Alambe is the is Alambe, Prathama Purusha Bahuvachanam.
No. Alambe is again Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam.
Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. Sorry, Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam. Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam, Latlakar. Alamba is the verb.
No.
Upasarga. Upasarga. Labu. Then lambu.
Labi is the dhatu. So you get labu.
Labu. Then la nabha. Then ma lambu.
Then akara becomes anuswara and then makara.
Makara lamba. Then shapi la nab a. Then tiptas g.
No. Always lakara first and then tiptas g and then shap. You cannot do shap without tip or one of the pratyayas. So lamb, lat, lamb, e is the pratyaya. It.
It will become a. It atmani padanam tere itemine. Lambu a plus a. The final root will be lambe. Alambe. So ato gune iti anena
pararupam. Right.
Pararupam.
So alambe, it's thank you. The same as Vande. I mean, maybe I should not have given them together. But labi is the dhatu. There is numagama. Naschapadantasya jhali. Manuswarasya parasavarnaha. So it becomes lamb. Lamb a. Atogune ityanena pararupe lambe iti rupam. Alambe. So, I mean, I hope you understand the meaning. Somebody asked for the meanings of these. Alambe is Alamba is to take the support of Jagadalambam. Heramba Charanambujam. Heramba is Ganapati, his feet. I take the support of the feet of Lord Ganesha. Jagadalambam, which supports the entire world. Jagataha Alambam. Okay. So the next one, Prakritayar Gunasamudhaha Sajjante Gunakarmasu. Sajjante. Hema.
सज्जन्ते ससज्जः कथो भ्वादिगणा उभयपदी धातु तेक् धातु ससज्ज धात्वादेः शः सः इति सकार सोहोश्चुनाश्चुः इति सकार जलां चषि इति जकार सज्ज प्लस सज्जन्ते इज प्रथम पुरुष बहुवचनम आत्मनेपदी so ja अत्यय जोन्तः इति जकारस्य अन्त आदेश प्लस ja there is sakara remaining so anta so sajj plus shap plus anta sajj plus shap after the anubandha lopa akara remaining so sajj plus sajja sajja plus anta सित आत्मने पदानां तेरे इति अन्त अकारा गेट् एकार so अन्ते अतो सज्ज प्लस् अन्ते अतो गुणे इति पररूपं सज्जन्ते
सज्जन्ते ओके षस्ज धातुः so you have धात्वादेशः सह स्तोश्चुनाश्चुः and जलां झषि it becomes sajj so sajj and you have jhi pratyaya nirmane jhontah titatmane padanam tere so it becomes ante sajj ante ato gune ityanena pararupe sajjante okay so next Sharma Mahodaya Shtivat
दन्तमांसानि शीर्यन्ते यस्मिन् स्टीवति च असृक् अत्र द्वयानि क्रियापदानि सन्ति तेषाम् एकः क्रियादि गणे सन्ति शीर्यन्ति
तत्तु
स्टीवति स्टीवुदिरस्मै भ्वादि परस्मैपदी सेट् लट् प्रथमपुरुषः एकवचनम् स्ट्यू निरस्मये अजन्मानसिकेत् तस्य लोपः स्ट्यू वर्तमाने लट् स्ट्यू लट् उपदेशे अजन्मानसिकेत् हलन्त्यं तस्य लोपः स्ट्यू ल तिप्तस्य स्ट्यूति कर्तरिषप् स्ट्यू शक्ति लशक् पतन्निते हलन्त्यं तस्य लोपः स्ट्यू आति स्टीव क्रम चमां शिति स्टीव आति स्टीवति
ष्ठीवति सम्यक् so ष्ठीवो निरसने प्रत्ययस्य भागे किमपि नास्ति ति इति प्रत्ययः तिप् इत्यत्र पकारसेत् संज्ञायां ति प्रकृतिभागे शिति परे ष्ठिव क्लमुचमां शिति इत्यनेन दीर्घः so it becomes ष्ठिव ति becomes ष्ठीवति okay so dantamamsani shiryante yasmin shthivati chapyasuk it is the description of some disease where asrik shthivati where he vomits blood dantamamsani shiryante the teeth and the muscles they break and asrik raktam shthivati he vomits spits blood that is the description of some disease okay next one Himanshu Mahodaya.
Well, I sorry. No, maybe I have got it very shorthand note, so maybe I can't tell. But the next one I have got for Sidanti.
Yeah, Sidanti. That is the one. Yeah.
Sidanti. So I think that the relevant sutra there is Shad Ri Visharana Gatya Vasa Daneshu, and then there is this big one Pagha.
Yes.
That one applies and then it becomes seed And from sidanti is the usual process.
Yes, right. So pagha sidanti shadl विशरणगत्यवसाधनेषु इति धातुः तत्र धात्वादेशः सः इत्यनेन सत्वे सद् इति धातुः. So sad, a and g. So once you have shap, paghra, dhma, stham, na, dan, drishyarti, shada, sadam ityasti. Sad iti antimah dhatuः. पिब जिघ्र धमतिष्ठ मनयच्छ पश्यर्च्छ धौषीद शीय सीदाः इति सीद आदेशः. So it becomes सीद a and g. झोन्तः इत्यनेन अन्तादेशे सीद a anti. अतो गुणे इति पररूपे सीदन्ति. Okay. So we are not doing the shiriyante now because we have not done the prakriya for that. This was only, we are doing only the bhadigana dhatus in kartari. Okay, so forget shiriyate. So sidati, again shushyati is not a bhadigana dhatu, it's a divadigana. So shiriyante, as I said, it's the shru dhatu, but we are not doing it for now because it's not in this gana. So parishushyati, that is also shush dhatu, which is a divadigana. So there is nothing special in the prakriya. There is shyan instead of shap. But yes, out of our scope for now. Next is jugupsate. Anybody? Yes. Saragopan Mohodaya.
Yes. Jugupsate. Gupa gopane vadi atmanepadi said. Guptit krudya san iti swarte san. Gup gup sa. Kuhuschuhu iti ju gup sa. Ju gup sa lat. Ju gup sa ta. Tita atmane padanam tere iti ju gup sa te. Jugupsate.
But you should also add the shap. You got the form kintu shap tu bhavatyeva. Kartari shap ato gune. Sannantebhyaha. So, yeah.
Yeah, I completely mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it happens because we get the form, we stop there. I mean, I have done that quite a number of times. So, it's okay. But jugupsa ityatra shap bhavati. So, you have jugupsa a and ta. So then jugupsa a becomes jugupsa by ato gune. Jugupsa ta ityatra titatmane padanam tere jugupsate. Aho durvrittam asthaya, even resorting to evil deeds, atmanam na jugupsate, he does not condemn oneself. So aho is in surprise. Okay, so I think that was from the Mahabharata. I'm not sure, but somewhere. So aho durvrittam asthaya api atmanam guper nindayam, if you remember this. So there is ninda being, he does not condemn himself, he is not disgusted of himself despite resorting to evil ways. Okay, next is kramasi, right? Krishnoragau tikshnamukau dvijihvau mattah pada kramasi puchchadeshe. Yes. Padma Mami, Kramasi.
क्रमपादविक्षेपे परस्मैपदी श्रुतिपरतः दीर्घो भवति. क्रम लट्लकार वर्तमाने लट् उपदेशे अलन्त्यं तस्य लोपः इति लु भवति. then pramasi kittasji इत्यनेन हलन्त्यं then pram कर्तरि शप् लशपतदिते तस्य लोपः इति दृश्यते then परस्मैपदे शितिपरतः क्रमः परस्मैपदे इत्यनेन क्रामसि
Kramasi. So it's pretty simple. There is nothing in the pratyaya part of it. Sip, pakara set samyayam si. Kram a si. Shapi pare kramah parasmai padeshu ityanena dhatohu dirghaha. So kramasi. So the sentence means mattaha is intoxicated. Pada kramasi, you step by your feet. Where puchhadeshe, on the tails of Krishnaragau, two cobras, venomous cobras, Tikshna Mukhau with sharp teeth, and Dvijihvau is the split tongue of the snake. So somebody, I forgot the context is somebody is warning, I think Duryodhana of, of Bhima and Arjuna. So Krishnaragau Tikshnamukhau Dvijihvau Mattaha Pada Kramasi Puchhadeshe. So next one is it's a riddle. So there are quite a few ones. Nandami, Nrityami is not Bhadi. Gayami, Vadantu. So we have not done the lot. So for now Nandami and Gayami. Nitish? Nitish? Hello?
Nandami Uttamapuruષ ekavachanam. Sunati samruddhau sadhu. Adim nitidavah संज्ञलोपः कृत्वा नत् भवति. नकारः इत्यस्मात् अनुस्वारः इत्यस्मात् नकारः सूत्रैः नन्द वर्तमाने लट् सूत्रेण नन्द प्लस् लट् इत्तचि नन्द मित् कर्तरिषत् नन्द आ नि अतो दीर्घोय इत्यनेन नन्दामि.
Nandami. Then Gayami. Yes.
गै शब्दे उत्तमपुरुषे एकवचनं. गै शब्दे इति धातोः गै लट् इत्यचि गै प्लस् नि कर्तरिषत् गै प्लस् आ प्लस् नि उपयवायवः गाय नि अतो दीर्घोय गायामि.
Okay, thank you. So Nandami is to Nadi Samruddhau. So Nadi iditvat numagamaha Nand a and mi ato dirgho yayi ityanena dirghe Nandami. Even Gai shabde iti dhatuhu Gai a mi Gai ityasya ayadeshe echo yavayavah ityanena ayadeshe Gay a mi ato dirgho yanyi ityanena dirghe Gayami. So this is a riddle. Nandami meghan gagane avalokya. So seeing the clouds in the sky, I rejoice. Nrityami, I dance. Gayami, I sing. Tushtaha bhavami, I become happy. There is also bhavami. So bhu and me. So bhu a. Sarvadhatuka ardhadhatuka yoho ityanena gunaha. Bho a mi. Echo yavayavaha bhava mi. Ato dirgho yanyi bhavami. Naham krishigyaha. But I am not a farmer. A farmer will be happy looking at the clouds in the sky, thinking that there will be rain. Pathikaha apina. And I am not a traveler. So for travelers, rainy season is the time for rest. So they would be happy to stay home, but I am not a traveler. Vadantu vijñāha mama namadheyam. So who am I? Answers for this? It's pretty, very easy, I guess. But Mayuraha, Satyam. So a peacock. That's the answer for this. Okay. So the next one is a prayoga from the Veda. Okay. Kathodanvah panayasi. I don't know what is the exact context in which it was there. So I don't know the exact meaning. Panayasi here, I think it means stotram karoshi. You praise something. So panayasi. I'll skip this, for the lack of time, because, we just did panaya earlier in today's exercise, in the other exercise. So panadhatuhu, panavyavahare stutaucha, stutyarthe aya, gupudhupa vichi panipanibhya ayah ityanena, aya pratyayah. So panaya, it becomes sanadyanta dhatavah ityanena dhatutvam. Panaya lat si, panaya si, shap, panaya a si, ato gune ityanena pararupe panayasi. So the next one, किमिमे सर्वे प्रविध्यमानयो मन्त्राः प्रवर्ग्यादीनि च कर्माणि विद्यासु उपसंह्रियेरन् किं वा न उपसंह्रियेरन् इति मीमांसामहे. It is some Mimamsa, a Vyakhyana Grantha, so where they are trying to discuss. Mimamsa is to charcha, to discuss and decide whether all these, the mantras and the karmas, so they lead to Vidyasu upasamhriyeran, na upasamhriyeran. So they end up in the Vidya, different Vidyas or not. So that is something. But the meaning of the word is very clear, Mimamsa mahe. So, mane hai jigyasayam, to know. That is the sense in which you have the sun there. Anybody for this? Nilesh?
मीमांसामहे मान पूजायां परन्तु अत्र मानेर् जिज्ञासायाम् इति वार्तिकेनैव रूपं विधीयते. अत्र मान बथ दान शान्त्यो दीर्घस्याभ्यासश्च इति प्राकृतिककार्यावस्थायां सन् प्रत्यय विधीयते. तत्र मीमांस इति रूप. तत्पश्चात् वर्तमाने लट् कर्तरि शप् इति मीमांसामहे. उत्तम पुरुष बहुवचन. अतो दीर्घो यञ् इति अङ्गस्य दीर्घः.
Yeah. So, Mimamsamahe. The Sananta form is Mimamsa is the dhatu. Once we have this, Mimamsa, a and mahi. So, there is ato gune between the Mimamsa and a, and then ato dirgho yanyi. So it becomes Mimamsa, and for mahi, titatmane padanam tere, Mimamsa mahe. Okay. So next, is there anybody else who would like to try? So if there is nobody, I'll quickly give the prakriya for the rest, because if we keep on carrying on exercises, well, we might not be able to have time, because we still have to do today's lesson. So, sarpo dashati kalena durjanastu pade pade. Sarpa, a serpent, bites occasionally. Durjanastu pade pade. Whereas an evil one bites at every step. Dashati. Okay. So, dansh dhatuhu. Dansh ati. Damsha sanjasvanjam shapi ityanena nakarasya lopaha dashati. Dash ati dashati. So there is not much. Nahi kritam upakaram sadhavo vismaranti. So good men do not forget the favors done to them. Vismaranti. Vi iti upasarga purvakaha smr dhatuhu. Smr a jhi. So smr a shapi pare sarvadhatuka adhadhatukayoho ityanena gunaha uranraparaha iti raparaha. Smar a jhi jhontaha ityanena antadeshaha. Smar a anti ato gune iti pararupe smaranti vismaranti. Prathama purushaha bahuvachanam. Jayati te adhikam janmana vrajaha. This is from the Gopika Geetam. So, te janmana, by your birth, vrajaha, the Vraja country, adhikam jayati, it is extremely prosperous. So, ji jaye, iti dhatuhu, ji a ti, sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho iti gunaha, je a ti, echoyavayavaha iti ayadeshaha, jayati. Nide nivasasi sukhena dayase. This is a popular poem in this. Chataka Chataka. It's a popular children's verse. So, nide nivasasi. Ni iti upasarga purvakaha vasa nivase dhatuhu. Vasu a si. There's nothing. You add lat. So, lat gets sip. There is shap. Vasu a si is vasasi. Sukhena dayase. Ding vihayasa gatau iti dhatuhu. Di a. It's an atmanepadi because of the akara. So, di a and thas. Thas iti madhyama purushe ekavachane pratyaha. Ta tam jha thas. Di a thas. Ikarasya sarvadhatuka ardhadhatukayoho iti gunaha. De a thas. Echoyavayavaha iti ayadeshe. Daya thas. Thasase iti thas ityasya sthane se adeshaha. Dayase. Kurdante bhramara yatheha patanotkaha pushpasare rase. So, bhramaraha, the honeybees, pushpasare rase, in the nectar of the flowers, patanotkaha, wishing to fall into that rasa, kurdante, they jump or they hop. So, kurda dhatuhu, upadhayam cha ityanena dirghaha, so it becomes kurd. Kurd a jha. Jha gets jhontaha, kurd a anta, tita atmane padanam tere, kurd a ante, ato gune ityanena pararupe, kurdante iti rupam. Any questions? प्रश्नाः सन्ति वा? Okay. Padma Mami?
सञ्जन्ते इत्यत्र स्तोः ष्टुना जलां जषि अन्ते करणीयं वा
Said the Tripadi Karyas, see, I mean, it's not a rule that they have to be done at the end. Told us, kimartham ante kriyate tad avalambya anyat karyam na karaniyam. If we are doing a Tripadi Karya, you should not do any other Karya depending on that. So that is why we do that at the end. But here there is no prospect of any other Karya following it. So you can either do them at the beginning or at the end. It does not make a difference. So if you have that, I mean, if you have that clearly in the mind that Tripadi Karya comes at the end, you can as well do them at the end. So, tathaiva, chinta nasti. Meenakshi?
Upasamhiran, is it a verb? What is the meaning?
Yes. It is the Vidhiling Lakara. Upasamhriyeta, it is karmani. Harati, upasamharati is to end in something. So the Vidhiling and the karmani of that, should they be ended there or not?
Thank you.
So there's one question about Lang Lakara. So maybe you'll get the answer after we do today's class. So Lang Lakaraha parasmai padam. Nityam Nitaha. So there are a few new sutras which come into play here. Lang Lakaraha, Nit Lakaraha. Nityam Nitaha iti sutram asti. Nityam Nitaha, Nitaha iti shashthe kavachanam. Saha uttamasya lopaha iti anuvartate. Saha iti षष्ठेकवचनम्, उत्तमस्य इत्यपि षष्ठेकवचनम्, लोपः इति प्रथमैकवचनम्, लस्य इति अधिकारः. So ngitah lasya, ngit lakarasya. So this sutra applies to all ngit lakaras. Uttamasya saha, uttama purushasya yaha sakaraha, sakarantaha uttama purushaha, tasya lopaha. So there is lopa for a sakaranta uttama purusha pratyaya in a ngit lakara. Ngit lakarasya sakarantasya uttama purusha pratyayasya. So the sakaranta uttama purusha pratyaya is vas and mas, right? So mip, vas, mas. Vas and mas are the sakaranta uttama purusha pratyayas. Nityam lopaha bhavati. Alontyasya ityanena antyasya sakarasya lopaha. So vas ityasya va iti bhavati. Yatha apathava, apatham, apathava, apathama. Evam mas ityatra ma. Pathema. So it happens in lung, in ling, in lung and in ring. Chaturshvapi ngitsu lakareshu idam karyam bhavati. उत्तमपुरुषे यदि सकारान्तः प्रत्ययः तर्हि तस्य सकारस्य लोपः नित्यं ङितः इत्यनेन. अग्रिमं सूत्रमस्ति इतश्च. So it is directly the next sutra in the Ashtadhyayi also. Itah iti षष्ठेकवचनं च. So you should be able to tell the meaning. Nityam ङितः itascha. Instead of sakara you have ikara. So also deletion of a ikaranta pratyaya. So the previous one said that a sakaranta pratyaya of uttama purusha gets deleted. The sakara is deleted. Here there is anuvratti of nityam ङितः, lopaha, parasmai padeshu ityapi anuvartate. So lasya iti adhikaraha, ङit lakarasya. In a ङit lakara, ikarantasya parasmai pada pratyayasya. There is no need of uttama purusha. Ikarantaha parasmai pada pratyayah syat. Tasya nityam lopaha bhavati. Okay. So if you look at the parasmai pada pratyayas, there is ti. So ti ityasya sthane t iti bhavati. Apathat iti ikarasya lopaha. Si ityasya sthane s. So there is an error here. It should be si. Sip ityasya sthane s iti bhavati. Pathehe. The s becomes rutva and visarga. So there is, it happens in all again ङit lakaras. Sakarantasya uttama purushasya api lopaha bhavati. Ikarantasya pratyayasya api lopaha bhavati. Okay. So then there is one more sutra. Tas thas tha mipam tan tan tamaha. So tas thas tha mipam iti shashti bahuvachanam. Tam tam ta amaha iti prathama bahuvachanam. So for the four pratyayas there are four adeshas. Okay. ङितः iti anuvartate lasya ityadhikaraha. ङit lakarasya tas thas tha mipam kramat tam tam ta am ete adeshaha bhavanti. So directly these four pratyayas, tas iti prathama purushe dvivachana pratyayah, thas iti madhyama purushe dvivachana pratyayah, tha iti madhyama purushe bahuvachana pratyayah, mip iti uttama purushe ekavachana pratyayah. So for these four you have direct adeshas. Tam, tam, ta, am. Sarveshu ङitsu lakareshu etesham pratyayanam ete adeshaha bhavanti. So tas ityasya sthane tam iti adeshaha. Apathat apathatam. So thas ityasya sthane tam iti adeshaha. Pathehe pathetam patheta. So this is madhyama purusha dvivachana. Tha ityasya sthane ta iti adeshaha. Pathyasta. This is ashirling. Pathyat pathyastam pathyasuhu pathyaha pathyastam pathyasta. So everywhere you see it, not just in lung. Sarveshu ङitsu lakareshu ete adeshaha bhavanti. Mi ityasya sthane am. Apathisham is lung lakara. Apathit apathishtam. You hear tam. Apathishuhu apathihi apatishtam. You hear the tam. Apathishta. You hear the ta. Apathisham apathish becomes apatisham. There is So tam, tam, ta, iti adeshaha. Okay. So if you look at the pratyayas now, this is the easiest. Tas, thas, tha, mipam, tam, tam, tamaha. So they are replaced by tam, tam, ta, and So nityam nitaha ityanena vasmasoho sakarasya lopaha. So in vas and mas, the sakara is deleted. So it becomes va, ma. Itascha ityanena ti, si, jhi. Iti trishu sthaleshu ikarasya lopaha. Okay. So itascha, so ti becomes t, si becomes s, jhi ityatra jhontaha ityanena anti, itascha iti ikara lope ant. Okay, you have ant as the pratyaya. Once you join it, it becomes a pada. So sanyogantasya lopaha. Sanyogantam yat padam tadantasya lopaha syat. So the ending takara gets deleted because there is a sanyoga of ant. Nakara takara yoho sanyoga asti. Tatra sanyogantasya lopaha ityanena takarasya lope an iti shishyate. Okay, so again that will happen at the end. But once it happens, we get an as the pratyaya. Right? So this is nityam nitaha ityanena vasmasoho sakarasya lopaha. Itascha ityanena ti si jhi iti trishu sthaleshu ikarasya lopaha. Tas thas tha mipam tam tam tamaha iti adeshaha. Jhontaha as usual. I have tip. Tipi halantyam tasya lopaha iti ti, itascha iti ikarasya lope t iti shishyate. So t is the prathama purusha ekavachana pratyaya in lang lakara. Tas a direct adesha, tas thas thamipam tam tam tamaha, tam iti adeshaha, t tam. Jhi jhontaha ityanena anti, itascha ityanena ikara lopaha ant. Finally, sanyogantasya lopaha an. T, tam, an. Sip. Pakarasya itsamya lopaha si. Itascha iti ikarasya lope s. Okay. So further there is sasajushoruhu and kharavasanayor visarjaniyaha. So it becomes the visarga. S becomes visarga. Then thas sakshad adeshaha tam. तस्थस्थमिपां ताम तम तामः थ इत्यत्रापि तेनैव सूत्रेण त आदेशः मिप् पकारस्य इत्संज्ञा तत्रापि तस्थस्थमिपां तां तम तामः इत्यनेन अम् इति आदेशः स तं त अम् वस् सकारस्य नित्यं ङितः इत्यनेन लोपे व मस् सकारस्य नित्यं ङितः इति लोपे म अम् व म त ताम अन् स तं त अम् व म अपठत् अपठ ताम अपठ अन् अतो गुणे इत्यनेन पररूपे अपठन् अपठ स ऋत्वे विसर्गे अपठः अपठ तम् अपठ त अपठ अम् अमिपूर्वः इत्यनेन पूर्वरूपे अपठम् अपठ व अतो दीर्घो यञि इत्यनेन दीर्घे अपठाव अपठ म अतो दीर्घो यञि इत्यनेन दीर्घे अपठाम. Any questions in the parasmaipada pratyayas of lang lakara? So 3 new sutras. Nityam nitaha iti sakarantasya pratyayasya lopaha. Itascha iti ikarantasya pratyayasya lopaha. Tasthasthamipam tam tam tamaha iti chaturnam pratyayanam adeshaha. Then we move on. The Atmanepada pratyayas of lang lakara are very easy. There is no new sutra. Everything is what we have studied. So, atra, if you remember the latlakara, latlakare sarvatra tita atmanepadanam tere ityanena etvam atra na bhavati, because this is not a tit lakara. So there is no titatmane padanam tere, there is no thasasya. Tayoho sutrayoho pravrittihi na bhavati. So there is atam and atham. Atongitaha adantad angat parasya nit sambandhinaha akarasya iyadeshaha. So you have y tam, lopo vyorvali ityanena yalope itam. Similarly, atham becomes itham. So ta itam anta jhontaha ityanena jhakarasya antadeshaha. So anta ta itam anta thas. So you have sakarasya sasashoruhu kharvasanayor visarjaniyaha thaha thaha itham. Atrapi atongitaha iti iyadeshaha lopo vyorvali itham. Thaha itham dhvam I vahi mahi. There is no change in the pratyaya at all. So the only case is atam atham ityubhayatra atongitaha ityanena iyadeshaha, because the anga is adanta. Jhontaha, that's all. So there is nothing special in the atmanepara pratyayas of lang lakara. Ta itam, okay, so ta kimapi nasti, atam atongitaha iti iyadeshaha lopo vyorvali iti yalopaha itam. Jhontaha, so anta. Thas, sasajushoruhu kharvasanayor visarjaniyaha thaha. Atham, atongitaha iti akarasya sthane ih, yakarasya lopo vyorvali iti lopaha itham. Dhvam, it, so takara goes by it samya, so I vahi mahi, ngakarasya it samya. Avandata, so avanda ta, avanda itam. Adgunaha ityanena gune avandetam. Avanda anta, ato gune iti pararupe avandanta. Avandathaha, avanda itham. Adgunaha avandetham. Avanda dhvam. Avanda I, adgunaha avande. Avanda vahi, ato dirghoyanyi avandavahi. Avanda mahi, ato dirghoyanyi avandamahi. Okay, any questions? सद्य त्रीणि नूतनसूत्राणि नित्यं ङितः सकारान्तस्य ङित्लकारेषु सकारान्तस्य उत्तमपुरुषप्रत्ययस्य लोपः इतश्च इत्यनेन इकारान्तस्य परस्मैपदप्रत्ययस्य लोपः. Remember, itascha applies only in parasmaipadas. So is nityam ङितः. All those three sutras apply only in the parasmaipada. Nityam ङितः, itascha and tasthasthamipam tantantamaha. Sarvevi parasmaipadeshu eva pravartante. Tasthastha mipam tam tam ta amaha. Okay. So there was not much to learn in new sutras in today's class, but please do work out so that you are familiar with it. Once you are familiar with this part, the other ganas become much easier. You can concentrate only on the specifics of that particular gana. If these things are common for all the ganas, the pratyayas and such things. So the similar exercise to last class. So the 15 sentences, identify the lang lakara forms only and derive them. Say tatra apashyat sthitan parthaha pitrunatha pitamahan. Apashyat ityasti. Drish dhatuhu lang lakaraha prathama purushaha ekavachanam. Drishir prekshane iti dhatuhu. There's one special thing which I've always wanted to tell but somehow never did. So wherever there is ir at the end of a dhatu, we can use the upadeshaya jananasika and halantyam. You still get the drish, but there is a vartika which says ira itsamya vachya. The ir as a whole gets its samya. Okay, because there is a sutra later which says irito va. Wherever the ir gets its samya, there is a particular karya. So if there are dhatus which have ir at the end, we use the vartika called ira itsamya vachya. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, it's still you are removing the ikara and the repha. But I mean, you should remember that it goes as a samudaya. You cannot do idit here. I mean, because ikara, harasva ikara is it. So why don't we apply iditonum dhatohu would be a question. If we do it separately, we remove ra by halantyam and then e by upadesha ajanonasika it. Since harasva ikara is it, so why should we not apply iditonum dhatohu would be a question. So we are not doing this as idit. We are removing the ir as a samudaya, just like we do in adirnyetudavaha. Okay, so the vartika is ira itsamya vachya. So I've been wanting to mention it since a long time, somehow never. So drishu iti dhatuhu lang lakaraha anadyatane lang iti sutrena tasya lope drishu l lunglang lृङ्क्ष्वडुदात्तः iti adagamaha a drishu l tiptasji ityanena ta prathama purushe ekavachane ti pratyay. Why is this ta? Sorry, there should be ti. There is a typing error. So it is ti. And then kartari shap. So adrishu shap ti. Adrishu a ti. Paghradhma iti sutrena drishu ityasya sthane pashya adeshah. So apashya a ti. Itascha ityanena ikarasya lope apashyat. So tatra apashyat sthitan parthaha pitrun atha pitamahan iti Bhagavad Gitayam. So there are a few sentences. Please derive the lang lakara forms of bhadigana. If there is anything else, just you can ignore them. Okay. Any questions? Rao Mahoday, prashna asti va?
Yeah, I have a quick question. Did you share that Excel worksheet containing all the dhatus with us?
Yes, it is there in the first unit, soft copies of useful documents for the course. So it's there, the dhatu patha.
Because I did not participate in today because some of the dhatus I could not find in my small book.
Yeah, no problem. The Excel sheet is there, so you can download it from the site.
Okay, that will be helpful. Thank you very much.
Yes. Okay. येन अक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः. वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्.